Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penge and welcome back to MMORPG Tycoon 2, where of course we are back in the lovely lands of CoverQuest, and we are down here looking over at the capital city of the lands of CoverQuest, the city of Yorkshire Gold, which last time found itself under siege by these monsters here and some monsters over on the other side, because previously this place, it was a little bit boring. I mean, it was lovely to look at. It's got these lovely walls and the very fancy sort of towers that connect everything up. And there were a few things inside to look at, the obligatory sort of things like an inn and a couple of shops and some buildings and what have you. But other than that, it wasn't really very interesting. It was a very pretty but sort of a soulless place to come to, I think. And this was a level 5 area. This is our only level 5 place. So the cream of the crop were coming here. The very best players in Cupboard Quest, those who've worked their way up to level 5, came in here all excited thinking, it's a new area. What lovely things can we expect? And they turned up and the quests were, yeah, those weird ones like bring me my socks and find me some beer and all that kind of stuff. So we had to kind of give them something else to do because, yeah, that's not really setting the right impression for our best players. So as you can see, yes, now there is a bit of a siege going on, with the idea being the coffee baddies. All Dave's brigade are in here. All evil coffee Lord Dave's people are in here, and they're all sieging the city. So these are the baristas. They've got catapults, they've got trebuchet things. They've set up a sort of a little camp here with the spiky sort of defense things, and over here as well. So a couple of different zones of them. So they're the baristas, and then across the other side, if we fly over it's not quite as fleshed out as we would like because it's really expensive. It's really expensive to build all these buildings. So yeah, it's a little bit emptier than we would like Yorkshire Gold, but it's still fine. And across the other side, here we go. These are the tea leaves. The tea leaves are attacking from this sort of little foresty area because they're sort of trees. The baristas are over this side. Ideally, we get some people over here, some baddies here, maybe some baddies over this side. So all sorts of different different monsters attacking this place, and lots of quest givers telling people what to do. Go fight different regions of baddies just to make this place a bit more interesting, a little bit more of a sort of a lively place. Ideally, we'd want it a bit like this because this place is all sorts of bonkaloids. This is all over the place. Look at how many people are here. Look at how many people are lurking down here in the very dark and sinister and sort of creepy Dave's Land of Latte with its terrible purple sky. But yeah, there's so many people. It's ridiculous. And this area is indeed overloaded. This is the area that is being referred to down here. This is overloaded. We need to have a look at that. We'll take a little look at that in a moment. But yeah, it's something that we need to address. How many have we got in the queue? 26? That's not good. That is unacceptable. That's going to generate negative buzz. It's going to be all sorts of bad. So yeah, we need to sort of sort that out. And we had a plan. So we're going to do something with this region. We'll come to that in a second. Also, last time we did manage to take a look at our characters, and we sort of tried our best, and it worked. I think it sort of worked to sort of level them out in terms of their abilities. So the scouts are now a B, and the warriors are now an A, and the treants are now a B. Let's make sure this is all the same. And the mushroom elves are an A. These were A's. So the master brewers are now A, and there's 247 of them. That's gone up a little bit. And the musketeers, the very finest things that Cupboard Quest have to offer, in my opinion. Just look at the boots and the hat. 137 people have decided to take up the very noble and responsible role of becoming a musketeer. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. So now we haven't got any S's. They're all A's and B's, which I think should help level it out a little bit. It'll level out the playing field a little bit, make people, it's not just a case of you join Cupboard Quest and go, what's the best one by far? It's a scout. Okay, we'll all become scouts. Now people might want to, take a moment to consider what to do. Also today, part of the plan that I want to do, I want to make sure that we have more abilities. Because now we've got people that are reaching level 5, we should have some more abilities. So I think we will have ourselves a level 5 ability for each player class. And this has been raised in the comments quite a few times as well. People have said, you should put more abilities in now that people are getting to higher levels. So yeah, level 5 is our top level. In fact, I think people might be level 6. I think there might be level 6. Yes, there's all of 2 people. Somebody did get there last time, didn't they? All of 2 people are level 6. So what we'll do is we'll put some level 5 abilities in, because that means that people can then they can look forward to having a shiny new thing that they can do. So we'll do that as well. So that, yeah, plenty to be going on with. We have got an okay amount of money, actually. I'm surprised at that. We've got almost 15 grand which is very, very good. However, one thing that we could look at right now, and this was again pointed out in the comments, so thank you very much, commenting person. If we go to network just here, over in Vosseros Valley, which is ticking over quite nicely now. It used to be really, really busy. Now there are 16 people. Really? 16? Is that all? That's not very many people, is it? Why are there only 16 people? That's rubbish. Oh, okay, right. There really, really are very few people in Vosseros Valley. So yeah, we really do not need this here anymore. This is a server that can handle lots and lots of extra logins. Now, can we move this? We're paying for it. We're paying a lot of money for this thing. I think we pay upkeep on it. It costs quite a lot to put in. And yeah, we're paying upkeep on it. Now, if we can pick this up and move it, that would be ideal, because we could put it over here. Is that Dave's Land of Latte? It's very confusing when you're in this view. No, that's Dave's Land of Latte. We could put it into there, and that would help us out a lot. That would help sort out the login queue. I don't think we can move it, though. I get the impression that once that's in, that is it. It is a fixed thing that we cannot move. There's a fibre connection there with an info of nothing. That's nice. And a server. Can we get info on the server? With info of nothing. Okay. I don't think there are any options to move it. I think we just have to bin it. And we might as well get rid of it, because if we're paying, I don't know, 500 a day on it or whatever, then yeah, we might as well get rid of it. Can we see what it is actually? Build a server. They consume bandwidth and have a small upkeep cost, but allow a region to contain 400 extra simultaneous subscribers before they block login. So yeah, 400 extra people. It's a shame we can't move it. It's a shame we can't move it into the proper region that would actually, you know, benefit from it. But we're not using it in here anymore. Certainly not in Vosseros Valley with its 16 people or whatever it was. This place was, once upon a time, was heaving. This place was utterly heaving, and now just nothing. It's just very sad. Okay, so we'll take that out. One thing I am going to do, this place over here, with all these monster zones in, this was really busy at one point. Lots and lots of fighting has gone on here. Monsters killed 3,500 of those. Floaty ghost birds, how many of you guys have died? 1,000 of those. The spiders over here, 2,700. What about the kobolds over that side? 7,465. Okay, so that's this side. One thing that I am just going to go and look at is, we set these guys up relatively early on. These are the beardy desert blokes led by the bristly stranger. Is that the bristly stranger? It is. There is the bristly stranger. And yeah, I wonder how many people have come over here and fought these guys. Shall we just have a quick check? Given that they've been here for ages, there are quest givers in there saying go and fight them. Let's have a look. 38. Is that it? So month 1, day 3. So 2 months have gone by and 38 of these have died. That is a terrible, terrible turnaround. That is rubbish. I don't really know why, because the quest giver tells you to go over there. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But okay, never mind. Right. Let's go to here. Let us remove, we might as well remove that cable as well, because it's not going to do anything. Remove that and remove that, because we do not need that. Did we just get 10 grand back from that? Oh, you don't need to move it. You can just reinvest somewhere else. Oh, they're a free thing, essentially. So I could drop one of those over in here to sort out the login problems for now, and then delete it and get my money back when we've got our new region sorted. Oh, happy days. Okay, yeah, let's plonk one of those in. Let's get a bit of fibre to connect up shiny things. Okay, that's wonderful. Right, yeah, move time on a little bit. Let's just see that that actually does do its thing. It's got lots of zhuzhy sparkly stuff. Okay, right. Has that now helped? Yes. No login queue, and we're up to 1,200 people. Oh, that's wonderful news. Okay, I mean, that's still creeping up a little bit, isn't it? Okay. Good. Well, there you go. That sorted that out. And somebody else has unsubscribed. Boo! Why did you unsubscribe? Come back. So yeah, there you go. So we've sorted that out. That's good. That is only a temporary solution. We don't really want all those server things. So I think now we need to turn our attention to over here. I think what we need to do is we need to get this region set up here as another level 4 region. So all the people over here can go and play in a new place, because as soon as we set this up, and put something interesting in here for them to go and do, the players will come over here as well. They like it over here because they're all level 4. This is the top sort of tier that they can get to. It's a challenge. It's a really challenging region. So maybe we could do something with this, and then, yeah, maybe just take the heat off of Dave's Land of Latte for a bit. And I've got an idea, and we're going to go here. I've had a little think about this. So people can get through from Dave's Land of Latte, and they can get through from the home of the Mushroom Elves in the Ebba Forest. And it's going to look a little bit similar to this area just here. It's going to look a tiny bit similar to this because I have got an idea. It's going to look like the Hume's Heights, all sort of snowy and pretty and stuff. So let's go and grab this region, shall we? Now we've got ourselves a bit of money. We've got 15 grand, so we should be okay. We can at least go out and buy this region. So there you go. So it's not level 1 though. We want it to be a level 4 region, please. Thank you very much. Shorewood Glades. We're not going to call it that right now. So let's go through and just connect this up. So let's grab some paths and just get some mountain passes and just make sure that we can actually connect into this place. So where can we go from there? Can we drop that in? What's that connecting to? That's connecting to... hang on a minute. Can we drop that in like that? Is the path going through a tree? I suspect it might be going through a tree. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Can we remove the tree? Can we get rid of that tree? That would be ideal if we could do that. There you go. The tree has been disintegrated. Away with you, tree. There you go. So, right. Path going through into there, which is nice. What does it look like in here, by the way? Oh, it's a very much a change of pace from the misery of over there. Okay, fine. It's all bright and cheerful. Now we need a way in from this side as well. So can we grab... There's nothing over here, is there? No one's going to come over this way. So grab a path, put a path here. We'll just sort of connect it up to whatever we can find. There's quite a lot of people over that way. There must be a path somewhere over here. Can we find a path? Where is anything? Oh, here we go. Right, yeah, it can connect to over here. Look, we'll sort of drop it into just there. Lovely. Right, okay. So there's a winding path. Yeah, you can't really see through the mushrooms. It's quite tricky to see through the giant mushrooms. It's all fine. Right, and then a mountain path. That should connect on. Okay, so there we go. So there's 2 ways in, and that's good. And now we want to sort of fiddle about with this place here. So let's go to scenery. No, let's go to terrain. That's the right button. So at the moment, let's just have a quick look at the region. If we look at the terrain, it's fields, forests, chasms, and jungle forests. Not really feeling that. I've got a plan for this place. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to have fields. We're going to have icy. And we're not going to have forests. We're going to have chasms. And then this can just be anything else. This can be... we'll just make it pine forests and jungle forests. But you don't really want those. It's icy and it's a chasm. That's what we're going to have. So let's apply that. This will sort of switch it all around a bit. I imagine, is it going to make a massive chasm? Yes, it is. Okay, that's quite a big... That's quite a big chasm. Can we make that icy? Right, okay. Oh, it costs us money to do that, does it? Oh, that's expensive. That's costly. I don't want it to be green, that's all. I don't want it to be green. But then if we make that a chasm, does that turn it back to green? Yeah. Okay. Wasted a little bit of money there. Experimenting. We've got to try and find out what we're doing. So what I want is, and I think we might have touched upon this last time. I can't quite recall. We're going to have a little... It's going to have a sort of a moat around it almost. It's going to be a fortress. So it's going to be a little sort of round thing, maybe sort of in the middle here. And around the side is going to be a moat. I like that idea. So we're going to get a chasm. So to go around here, we'll get rid of that bit. We'll sort of bring it round like this. Yeah, bring it so there. So you can't get through except through the actual, the official front door, if you like. So we'll drop that into there. And then we need to go to icy. And we need to actually make this have a bit where we can build on. So something like that, look. So you can only come in through this area here. You can't get in from those sides. You can't come in round the back. It looks good. It's got all the sort of the twisty trees and all that kind of stuff. And it's a shame that's not blue. Can we do anything about that? Hang on, undo that. Come here. Can we do anything about that on this? Colour. Region tint light colour. We're going to make it a bit more... Ooh. Yeah, that looks quite good. I like that. That looks good like that. Can we see what else it does? No, it just sort of changed it quite quickly. And then region tint can sort of be a bluer sort of colour. So if we apply that, Oh yeah, that looks proper frosty. Oh, I like that. That looks very good. Sky. Oh no. Blues. Cold blues as well. Sort of frosty, sort of steely blue color. Yeah, like that. Can we do that? We'll apply that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to name this place now, because as soon as we name it, you're going to know where we're going with this. You're going to sort of pick up on the plan of what's going to happen. Do you know what? I'm just going to fiddle about with this. Where's the chasm? There. We're going to have that as a chasm and that as a chasm as well, because I want it to be, you can only get in through the narrowest of bits. So, do we make that a chasm too? And then they can just come straight through here. Yeah, let's do that. Look, there we go. Oh, hang on. Oh no, hang on. Can we get a path? Can we connect that up and make it go through? Yes, we can. Okay, right. Everything's fine. It's all good. Although that looks a bit rubbish, doesn't it? Hang on. No, I can't in all good consciousness do that. That looks terrible. It will have a bit of icy ground. It's fine. There you go. The path has sorted itself out. So that'll do. Let's just connect the path back up to that one. So we'll just snap that into there. Lovely. Right. Okay. That's connected up. Right. So now let's give this place its name and you'll kind of see what we're going to do with this. So we're going to create something in here with now what little money we have, because we seem to have burnt through quite a lot of cash. So we're going to create something in here. And then we're going to create a new monster as well. We're going to create a new monster to put in this place. But what is this place going to be called? Not Shorewood Glades. The Frappe Fortress. So yeah, we're going with that. We're going to call this place the Frappe Fortress, because this is going to be the home to some of our colder coffee drinking bad guys. This is going to be their house. They're going to live in this little fortress over here, surrounded by this frozen moat. We're going to create some new baddies to go in here as well. So yeah, frappe it's like a cold coffee, which sounds like a terrible idea. I think it's got ice in. So coffee with ice, it does not sound appealing to me in any way, shape or form. But there you go. But people have them. So yes, Frappe Fortress. So let's get ourselves some of the walls in. Let's actually get the walls in place. And that probably will be quite a lot of our money gone, because the walls are now very, very expensive. I'm assuming that we'll be able to get them round this little sort of bit of land here. We'll give it a jolly good go. So if we start just here, I think what we'll do is, we'll make it very narrow, make a narrow opening sort of here. So if we do that, so the towers are going to appear there. So we need to make sure that we don't sort of block ourselves off. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford going round the entire thing. If that's 1,000... let's just see if we can go round. We might just about manage it. We might just about cope. Oh, it's very expensive. It's very costly to build walls. I remember a time when it was free. Oh, no, we've reached the limit. We've reached the limit. Hang on a minute. We can just very crudely just stretch that over. There we go. Look, right. There you go. I mean, that bit's not perfect. It will do. It will absolutely do the job for now. So there's a way into the Frappe Fortress. Now we just need to put some stuff in here. However, we seem to run out of money again, which is a recurring problem in this. I mean, when this area is in, when it's all sorted, we can get rid of that server thing and give ourselves 10 grand back, which will be very welcome indeed. But yeah, this place, it needs other bits and bobs. We need respawn points. We need inns. We need stuff in here. And yeah, that's not going to be... that's not going to be sort of ready anytime soon. So we're going to have to sit and wait. Now, people are probably going to come in here and have a little nosy and then go away again. And that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. They can come in and have a look around. Right, okay. In the meantime, whilst we wait for some money to roll in, let's have a look at giving our people some level 5 abilities. So here are our 6 player classes. Let's go through each one and just give them a nice level 5 ability. So start with the Scout. So almost 2,500 people of our 7,000-ish, just shy, but 7,000 subscribers play as the Scouts. That's very good. They're very popular. I'm currently graded as a B. So let's have a look. What have they got? They've got missile range and missile range, and they've all got obviously they've all got a fine time per tea. So they've got 2 missile ranges. I think they need something up close. So let's add a new ability in. Let's go for level 5. Okay. And yeah, so melee range, 1 second cooldown. What can we call this? They are scouts, alliteration, scout slap. There you go. Scout slap. We'll make it green because they're predominantly green nowadays. So we'll do that. So scout slap. You learn at level 5. That's a ridiculous name for it, but okay, that'll do. So yeah, melee range, 1 second cooldown. What do we want to do for that? What do we want it to do? So what does their barrage do? Target health is -3. So it needs to be better than that. It needs to be a little bit better than that. What does volley do? Volley gives them rage. So volley gives them a bit of rage. Barrage uses that rage to do target health of 3. Maybe scout slap could be closer up. So it costs self-rage. Let's say it costs, I don't know, 4. 4 rage, but not -41. That's going to cause problems. So it's going to cost 4 rage, and it causes 5 points of damage to your target. Is that good? 2 and 3. Then 4 and 5. And you learn that at level 5. So you can use 4 points of rage to go and cause 5 points of damage. Maybe we put a little bit of a cooldown on that. Maybe we put a 2-second cooldown on that. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm okay with that. I mean, these aren't an exact science. You know, there's probably people going, no, it's too much or too little or whatever, but it'll do. It's a thing for them to sort of strive to get to. So, okay, right. On to the warriors. Now, I was thinking about this because I was thinking what we want to do is we want to try and give them a sort of an ability that they don't have. So if they've got all sort of melee stuff, give them a range one. If they've got a range one, give them a melee ability. I think the warriors should just stick to purist melee violence. I don't think they should have range stuff. I think they should just be, you know, run in, have a fight. They're not going to bother with, you know, they're warriors. They're not bothering with namby-pamby bows and crossbows and magic and that kind of stuff. They're getting in there. Yeah, they're getting right up in the enemy's face. So let's go here. Another level 5 one. Melee, let's put that as a 2-second thing as well. Do you know what? Yeah, it can stay as orange. It can stay as orange because the warriors are now predominantly orange because they look nice. Right, okay, what can we call this? How about this? How about Bearded Fury? Because all the warriors have got beards. They've got these little beards. So it costs 4 of their rage. And it also hurts them. They spin into such a fury, such a blind rage that they don't care if they injure themselves a little bit. So it costs them a little bit of health, but they do cause 6 damage to their target. And I think we might want to put that onto a slightly longer cooldown. So let's put that onto there. So that will do for those guys. And again, it's not an exact science. We're just sort of, you know, we're just chucking these things in. Treants, right, okay. They've got melee. They've got melee. Yeah, they need a ranged thing, don't they? How about, so go to here, melee range, missile range. Should we put it as sniper range? That could be the first thing that has a sniper ranged sort of attack in the game, in our game. I don't know if we've got anything else with a sniper range. I don't know. Right, learn that at level 5. Let's make it that colour. Okay, right, and we'll call it, so they're trees, they are attacking far away. How about roots? Root reach. That'll do. Root reach. And the roots can go under the ground and then strike up really far away. And I don't know, kind of sharp roots or brambles or something. They could jab someone. Okay, right. So these guys are more... They've got a bit of magic. They've not got much in the way of rage. How about we mix the two? So a bit of self-rage and a bit of self-mana can cause 5 damage upon the target. So we need to go and change this round, of course. So we'll have -2 rage, shall we say, and then let's have -2 mana as well, like that. I mean, are they all these even? I don't know, but whatever the case, they've got that now. So also maybe put a 4-second cooldown on that, because that's got a long distance on it. So root reach, that's sorted. I like that. Right, mushroom elves, on to you guys. What do you guys want? So you've got melee for shroom strike, melee for spoil you to death. Okay, they probably need a missile attack then, I would say. I don't think they would. They don't look the types to have a really long attack, like a sniper range one. How about they throw their hat? I've seen that in a film. I've seen someone throw a dangerous hat in a film before. It must be fine. So how about we have call it hat attack? That'll do. Hat attack. And we'll make it, obviously, in fact, no, we need to make it that blue colour, don't we? I was going to say we'll make it pink, but no, it needs to be that sort of blue colour to match the hat, which is marvellous. Learn it at level 5. Missile have a, I don't know, 3-second cooldown, and it can cost mana. I think that's what they've got a lot of that, haven't they? So hat attack, what is this, level 4? Hang on, do I need to confirm that? Level 5, there we go. So self mana, it can cost How about it costs quite a lot? How about it costs 6 mana, minus 61 mana. No, not 61 mana, minus 6. There we go. But it could cause 7 points of damage. It's brutal, but it's also, let's slap a 5-second cooldown on it. So they fling their hat, their mighty glorious hats at them, and it bangs into their opponent. It causes a lot of damage, but they're using a lot of magic to control that hat and make sure it hits them, it gets the target. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I can't think too much about these things. Right, Master Brewers. Now they do have this. They do have an extra level 1 ability. We put this in to try and kind of make people come over to become Master Brewers, which I think maybe worked. We will give them this though. So we'll give them learn at level 5. Oh, hang on. What have they got? They've got melee. Oh no, hang on. Melee, missile, and missile. Okay, let's give them another melee one. How about a 4-second cooldown? We've got small cuppa just here. Why don't we have medium, if I can spell it right, medium cuppa. So a lovely medium cup of tea. What colour is that one? It's that sort of, it's a very sort of, no, sort of that colour, is it? Something like that. That'll do. So, we got rid of the name. Hang on a minute. Medium cuppa. So we'll okay that. So it can just be like this, but better. So self mana -1, target health 1. How about then, given they already have another attack at level 1, how about we have self mana and, yeah, so target health. So self mana, we will have -3. If I can get this right, -3. And target health minus, I mean, it's level, back to level 5, please. Yeah, is that okay? So small cuppa is 1 and 1. Medium cuppa is 3 and 4. I feel like it should be 4 and 4. I feel now it should be 4 and 4. There we go. Right. So 4 and 4. Learn it at level 5. Let's slap a bit of a cooldown on it. Let's put a 4-second cooldown on that. And that's melee range. Now they've got a couple of melee range ones. They've got Bruferno and a medium cuppa. Okay, right, that's good. And then the glorious and very splendid Musketeers. They've got melee and melee. So they need a ranged attack. So let's throw this in. So level 5, a missile range, I don't know, 4-second cooldown. Let's make it that sort of nice yellow colour. We'll okay that. Okay, what can we call this? What have they got? I always imagine them to be like Musketeers, like, you know, from the good old sort of good old stories from, you know, France and that kind of stuff. So I can't really think that they would use a kind of a ranged weapon. I don't see them with a bow or a crossbow or anything. So what could they do? Could they throw something? I mean, they've got very good boots. They're not going to chuck their boots at someone. That would be outrageous. The feathers? Would they throw their feathers? But then how would they get them back? I don't know how they would get them back. What else have they got going for them? They've got eyes. Could they? Yeah, I mean, they're quite piercing eyes. They are quite piercing eyes. Could we give them a glare? Could they just glare at somebody with such smouldering intensity, because they are Musketeers, and my goodness me, they're hot stuff. Maybe they could just stare at somebody and smoulder them and cause them some damage that way. Let's have that. Why not? Hang on a minute. What smouldering? Should we just call it smouldering glare? Smouldering glare. So yeah, they can just look at them with such intensity and such, you know, such charisma that it causes their target some damage. Okay, what can we do for that? A bit of mana and a tiny bit of rage, I think. So self mana and self. In fact, how about they cause themselves some damage as well? They cause themselves maybe a point of damage, possibly. How about self health? Yes, self mana, self health. They can cause themselves. It can cost, I don't know, 3 to summon it, and then they lose a point of health, perhaps. So -1, but they do cause on their target 4 points of 240 points of damage. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's level it out. 4 points. It's a bit of mana, bit of health, 4 points of damage with a smouldering glare. That's missile range. They're going to learn at level 5. I mean, and again, all these things are just sort of thrown together. It's not a precise thing. You just sort of make it up as you go along. But they now do all have level 5 abilities, which is very good. We are going to need to put some trainers down. I think unfortunately, they're relatively expensive, aren't they? They are 500, and we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to need at least 3 grand just to put the trainers down in here. And they're all going to need to be in this area somewhere because it's going to be the level 5 players that actually want to get trained up to use their new skills. So we are going to have to wait. Do you know what? Let's get that done first. Let's put those things in. Let's put the trainers in so people can get trained up. I don't imagine anyone's going to come over here into this place because there's nothing really much for people to do. Spiffer's logged out. Cheerio. Yeah, like everyone, hang on a minute. Hang on. All the gazillion people have come in and gone, what is this place? And they all just walk back again. Somebody's logged out in disgust. There is nothing to do here. They've just looked and gone, what is it? I don't know, just a cold place with a wall and some trees. Oh, that sounds boring. People are just logging out. Oh, somebody even unsubscribed. They unsubscribed in furious rage. Logging out. Oh dear, maybe it wasn't a good idea to open this place. Maybe I shouldn't have built the things. Oh, everyone is logging out. Everyone just goes over here and is so livid at the fact that there's nothing for them to do. They are logging out. Oh dear. Right. Maybe we'll forget the trainers. Maybe we get this place sorted. Maybe we make sure there's stuff here for people to do. Right, hang on a minute. Hang on. How many people are pouring in here? 104 people. Let's at least get the basics in. Let's get ourselves, how about just some simple things. No, not that. Buildings. Get the inn in place. So we'll have the inn over here. I think that's quite good. So we'll put it along this way. Hang on a minute. I think it needs to come around. There we go. Marvellous. Right, drop that in just there. So the inn is there. And do you know what? Right next to the inn, let's just drop in the respawn point. Let's just throw that in right there. And then they can get all the stuff sorted. Oh, of course, there's no network. There is entirely no network in this place. It's not going to work. Build an uplink. They're 5,000. Bother. Okay, maybe that's what's happening. So people are just sort of coming here. Oh no. Oh, this is all sorts of terrible. They're trying to use the thing, but they can't because they're not networked up. Give me a while. Give me a short while, or just pay loads of money to me. That would be good as well, and we'll get it sorted. Look, the money's slowly sort of creeping in. It's fine. Right, we've got 5 grand, so we could just drop that in just there. And then we'll just get a cable, a regular cable. Oh no, it can't go down the gaps, can it? Which is weird because it's a network cable. It's not really real. It's not really there. But okay, we'll do that. And then we also want to sort of connect it up to the fiber network. But I don't know if we can afford to do that. We'll try and bring it in that way. Bring it in round that way. Oh, that's going to be terrible. Okay, do you know what? At least that can work. At least that can get that sorted. And people can come here and this building can be active. Because I don't imagine this building is doing anything. How can there be that many users when it wasn't connected to the network? I don't understand. 517 people. It's not been there that long. Oh my word. Okay, yeah, everyone is now flocking over to the new place. They're just bored of this place. Oh, that's a bit sad. Oh, look they are literally en masse just marching through. Oh my word, that's all sorts of crazy. Okay, there's not much for you to do here, and we've only got $700. So please be patient. Bear with us while we work on this new place. Okay, let's get ourselves a shop. Let's put a potion shop next door. So we'll drop one of these in because they're good. I like them. And I like the fact they go next to the tavern or the inn or whatever it is. And it looks quite nice. And then we will get ourselves a quest giver. Now, they don't have very much to do right now. So we'll get ourselves, how about a musketeer quest giver? We'll drop you just there. You're very expensive. They're very expensive. And then we'll get you and Agent Otin. You can search for beer. So go to the potion shop and go to the inn. And then can we have that one where you could discover your shoes? How about then we edit that? And can you go to the respawn point? Is that a thing that you can do? Discover a sausage in the respawn point. Yeah, I probably wouldn't eat it, but okay, that's fine. So there we go. So a little quest giver there just to give people something to do, the most basic of things to do, whilst they wait for this area to be fleshed out, because it's going to take a long time. We have no money at all. I mean, the paths alone are going to cost several thousand just to get something in here. So, yeah, people might be waiting for quite some time. Lots of XP is going to be earned from people doing menial tasks. People are unsubscribing left, right, and centre. People are not happy with this. Another unsubscribed person. Oh, dearie me. It was mentioned in the comments. Somebody did say that apparently the devs have sort of, I don't know, dropped hints maybe? I don't know if it was subtle or not, if it was, a stated thing. But when it gets to around 7,000 subscribers, the way that the sort of algorithm, if you like, works that calculates whether people are sticking around or not is a little bit different, and it makes it a tiny bit harder, which we have very much seen. We've got to 7,000 subscribers on this, and that's it. It's kind of just sort of stuck. It's stuck at that. We get sometimes a little bit more, and then it drops back down, and then we get to about 7,000. It comes back down again. And I think from speaking with the very lovely and glorious Dave over at the Wee Hours, he has kind of hit a similar thing. I don't know if it's changed it recently, but certainly when I spoke to him about it, he did say he got to around 7,000 and it sort of stuck. So yeah, that would sort of tie in with what they're saying, that yeah, maybe when you get to 7,000 subs, it does sort of, the way that the calculations work about new people and existing people and whether they stick around or not, it does change a little bit. Okay, right. We've got ourselves, from just me jibber-jabbering there, talking about wiffle and waffles, we've got 12,000 of your monies, which is nice. So let's get ourselves a little bit of scenery over this side, which would be quite nice. So we'll drop in just some stuff. How about, what's that? Is that a frozen-looking tree? Yeah, can we drop that in? That'd look good. That's absolutely huge. That's massive. Oh my goodness me. They're huge, great big things. But yeah, we'll chuck a couple of these in. I like these. These look great. They're only 10. 10 monies. This is brilliant. Yeah, we'll chuck a load of these in. I like this. So we'll put those in. We'll have another one of the bigger ones like that. Can we have it sort of over the edge? Yes. Like so. Let's get some blue, sort of cold-looking crystal-y things as well. There's already a couple of them around, but we'll just lob a couple of them in. Maybe we could put another one there, put another one, spin it round, and one there. Maybe one right next to the respawn. Okay, no, not right next to the respawn point. Close to it. Can we get any closer with that one? Yes. They do look good. I think they look good. I like the way they sort of appear up out of nowhere. Right, so a couple of those just there. Oh, we need a henge. We definitely need a henge. Let's just put the henge in. Very important that we have the henge in. Very good. And then here, let's get ourselves a sign. Let's get a street, sort of a road sign type thing, just to say, yeah, if you want to go that way, let's put it there. Let's pop it just there, like so. So it tells you what's in there. This is the home of some monsters. Okay, so that's that sorted. So we've got sort of some scenery going on. I would like there to be some buildings in here as well, but we've got 12 grand actually. We've got 12,000 monies. We could actually, do you know what? With that, to make sure that the people over here are not getting grumpy, how about now NPCs? Let's put the trainers in. So who's going to have what area? So the scouts, I imagine, would sort of be over here. So you can go to that little courtyard, and the warrior could go here. The treants could live in, that's not Treontina. The Treants could live over here. They're going to stand on their own for now because we've not got any money to flesh that bit out. They could live with the mushroom elves. That would be good. In fact, no, the mushroom elves can go over here. They can have their own bit over here, so you can go there because the master brewers and the musketeers, they live in this middle bit. This is the government area. So the master brewers make the decisions. The musketeers are their defenders. So we'll put you there, and we will put you on the other side of there. There we go. So we have ourselves all the different trainers in now. All the different trainers in a level 5 area to teach our level 5 people their shiny new skills. Okay, so the trainers are in. Now let's put some more stuff over... Okay, so those trainers are in. Let's put some more stuff over here just to give this place a little bit more sort of life. There's not really much going on over here. So actually, we do need a landmark because people don't know that this exists. We'll drop a landmark in. Again, it's a weird clock tower thing. It doesn't really work, but we'll drop that into there because that's where the monsters are going to be. This is where the baddies are going to be. And we want people to be able to go and find that place. And then let's put a regular shop in. Let's put a little shop over here, I do like the little sort of market stall shop things. And then we want to get ourselves a lovely tavern as well. This is where people go and socialise, and that's what everyone does in Cupboard Quest. It's a great big socialising tool. So we'll put that just there. And then can we just grab some more little bits and bobs of scenery? In fact, can we get a set dressing in on this corner? That would be nice. I'd probably those again. Yeah, these buildings look good for the cold. Look, they've got very thick walls, I imagine. So yeah, we'll drop that in just there on the end. So put that there. And then we'll just, can we just make a big spire out of this bit? Can we see just how high up that can go? Can we just keep adding bits to it? Oh yeah, it goes. Oh, it's ridiculous. It is ginormous. Okay, there we go. Splendid. Can we add a door somewhere idiotic? Can we put doors on the side, or does the door go at the bottom? We can't put doors on the side. It's clever enough to know that you can't get a door just there, because that would be silly. Okay, there you go. So a great big spire, like a great big sort of watching thing. Maybe that was built to keep an eye on this place over here, on the Frappe Fortress. So right, let's go now. Let's create some monsters. Let's get a new monster type for this place in here, because people are going to want to go and have a little bit of a fight. So yeah, we'll get the monsters in. Do you know what? Let's get the path in as well whilst we're here. We'll go and do the path so it can sort of wind round here, go through there. We'll finish that bit off because it'll have a bit of a moment if it gets too big. The paths are really expensive. They're very expensive. And then a path can sort of come through this way as well. There we go. So the paths can sort of wind through a bit. And now I think we should be okay for monsters. I think we've got ourselves slots left. Oh, loads of slots left. Okay, right. But I mean, have we got rid of the bear? Yeah. It's going to give us a bear, isn't it? It normally gives us a bear. There's a bear, right? Okie dokie. Yes, it's given us a bear, right? You are. I mean, yeah, something that's cold. Something that's cold, like a cold coffee monster. What have we got? I don't know what we've got. Hang on, let me just fiddle about with things. Let me see if I can figure out something exciting. There we go. I think we've got it. This is a frappe fairy. Oh, look at this. This is a wonderful creation. So, yeah, it's kind of got this elf face. So it's based on an elf character model that I've gone in and just sort of tweaked and manipulated and stuff. So it's gone into the ghost stance at the minute. So it looks like it's floating about. It's got the kind of the scary red eyes. It's all blue because it's all very cold and stuff. Although it does have brown sort of extra bits to represent the coffee. So it's got sort of gloves on and a brown bit down here. And the feet, all I've done with the feet, well, the legs, I've shrunk the legs down and moved them up so they're inside the body. So yeah, they're not visible. Now it might become visible when they start walking about because the characters, as we know, do not float. They don't sort of hover about like this. Even though we've said become a ghost, they've got the ghost stance. They don't actually adopt that stance, I don't believe. So that's all fine. That's okay. So yeah, there they are then. So this is a frappe fairy just sort of floating about. I think they look very good. They look very cross. They look very, very cross. However, there is something that you can do, which is quite good. These are fairies, so they're supposed to be small. Fairies are normally, classic, sort of, the good old fairy tale sort of ones. Fairies are normally very, very small. So what we can do is, and I think this is a relatively new sort of addition. I don't think it's been in it for that long. I don't think it's brand new as of today, but I don't think this has been it since we started playing. But you can now adjust the size of the torso of the thing you created, but it affects everything. So this isn't just a torso size. This is a general entire character size. It scales up your character. So you can make your characters utterly gargantuan, although it doesn't look it there, of course. But you can scale it back down. Or, that's now a normal size. Or you can make them teeny tiny like little fairies. So there we go. So if we okay that, the frappe fairy is now really small. It's now a really tiny little thing. And we'll see when we put it down, it's very, very tiny indeed. So there we go. We need to sort this out as well. Swipe and maul are they're a bit boring. So yeah, we need to get that sorted as well. So let's give them some stuff, and it's going to be level 4. So let's give them a level 4 sort of ability as well. I'll just quickly sort of make some stuff up. Right, here we go. So the attacks are in. They're not the most exciting of things, but they will do the job. So Ice Blast costs a point of mana and causes a point of damage. That's absolutely fine. Frost Swipe is more of a melee attack. So I can imagine them conjuring up a great big sort of a frosty sort of, I don't know, blade or something like that. So costs a point of mana and causes 3 points of damage, but you have to be up close. So, there's a bit of a cost there. There are only fairies. And then Frappe, Freeze, Self Mana. Cost 2, Self-Rage costs 1, but it does cause 4 health damage upon you, which is quite good. That's quite good. What we might do is let's bring their health down. because they're fairies. They're very small. They're going to be very small and delicate, but they do have a lot of magic and a lot of rage, and they're also quite quick. They've got a speed of 6. So there we go. So the Frappe fairies are ready, and there they are. Now let's see how teeny tiny they are, because we have 3 grand. So we should be able to drop these in. We should be able to put in some Frappe fairies. I mean, they are going to be walking. It's a shame they don't sort of float about. It is a shame. Let's put them around here. Let's have one zone of them sort of here, and we'll just see what they look like. And do you know what? Oh no. Oh, we're going to need to get the network sorted for this, aren't we? I bet there's no network going that way. Let's make this a very busy zone. Let's have that as high. Let's put lots of them in there. And yeah, oh, they are. They're tiny. They're teeny tiny little things. Look how small they are. And hopefully they should be hopping around. That's a very unpleasant effect close up, isn't it? A few people have said that in the comments as well. Right. Let's make sure the network... Oh, that should be fine. That should be okay. I think that should be able to draw enough stuff from over here. I'm thinking it should be fine. Are you going to work? Are you going to ping into life? Or does it need a node bit at the end? Oh, no, there you go. It's in. It's grabbed it off this cable. Right, so they're in. So now there's something for people to do. And are they looking all right? Or are they just sort of hopping? I think they might be hopping. Are the Frappe fairies? But there they are. Look, the Frappe fairies are in. And there, they look good. There you go. Look, but they're very little. They're very, very little. And people are coming in already. People are coming in. Now people are wandering in, wondering what's going on, thinking, hey, there's a new monster. Let's go and fight the new monster. Okay, I'm happy with that. I like the way that looks. And you come down here and look, the Frappe Fortress got big frosty sort of snow-covered trees in and twisted old trees, some rocks and stuff. And yeah, people are coming in and they are spoiling for a bit of a rumble. With our lovely, possibly slightly too delicate, because that looked very easy, sort of Frappe fairies there. But yeah, let's just see what happens here. Oh, you just healed yourself up. That one goes down, but that one is putting up a bit of a fight. Kirknon. So yeah, they're not going down that easy. Anyway, apart from that one went down quite easy. And in everyone pours. People are now coming in. And do you know what? I think it's a good place to leave it for now. We'll come back next time and we'll flesh this place out a bit. We'll put some more things in here. We'll get some more zones in with more monsters. We will get a quest giver or two over there to tell people of the existence of these things. They'll get some XP from fighting it, as well as, obviously doing the fighting itself. They'll get XP from the quest and all that kind of stuff. But that looks good. I like the way that looks. I like the creepy sort of big trees and things hanging over it. It looks great. So yeah, I'm happy with how that's gone. I'm very happy with how that's gone. And we'll have to see if our level 5 abilities for our characters as well have, taken effect, whether people have got them or whatever. But hopefully that will help out as well, to make people come back to Cupboard Quest, because we have lost quite a few people. So yeah, we'll see how we get on next time. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very splendid indeed. And of course, if you are not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on next time out in MMORPG Tycoon 2 in the lovely lands of Cupboard Quest. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This is never going to end well if it's just me having to use my own wits and skill to survive. Beer! Drink! Can I just get leathered? That'll make me warm. Yes, like a drunk man trying to find his way to the bar. I don't know what I'm doing. I can play darts. 340! You've took on my monster munch. Where's all the monster munch?